Oh, perfect. We almost forgot that. So having Marius on the call is not what happens every day. So I'll just say welcome to all our French-speaking people. So I'll not translate all what Marius, you, or Ejoke will say because after this, because we know that Marius' time is very precious. After this presentation, we'll do a brief summary in French. Donc, chers leaders, je vous dis merci, merci d'être là nombreux. Si vous avez des invités qui ne sont pas encore là, vous pouvez leur envoyer rapidement un petit message. Comme vous pouvez le voir, Marius Landman lui-même a déjà pris son poste. Il attend juste qu'on lui donne la parole. J'espère également que vous avez préparé toutes vos questions qu'on pourra lui poser en direct. Donc, c'est des occasions qui n'arrivent pas tous les jours. Donc, je vais passer la parole à Wendy pour qu'elle puisse continuer la présentation et l'introduction. Soyez prêts, ayez toutes vos questions. Si vous ne voulez pas troubler au moment où on fait les présentations, vous pouvez simplement envoyer vos questions dans le chat box ou alors dans les messages et je pourrai les poser pour vous. So, Wendy, I think I may start with a first question to Marius. We can welcome him here. So,
sure, that would be good.
Yeah, very good morning, Marius.
Do I talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, baby, just mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thank you, Cornel. Thank you for that invitation as well to attend. I really appreciate that. Happy to see what you are doing.
Thanks so much, man. I'm honored to be part of this this wonderful team, this wonderful opportunity. But if I may ask Marius, a first question that my people ask me in our group, most of the time they ask me how you people got to Pythonsignals, because I mean, when you are in informations we are getting at what we are having as I can say subscription fee, and what you are sharing with us as in the revenue share plan is really unbelievable. Because the other day when I was doing a calculation, that means when we pay $500, you, the founders of Pythonsignals, are taking only, I think it's, was it $150 and sharing $350 to our people. It's, we really don't understand. Many people don't understand. From now on, I can understand because I've been on calls with you several times, but I want you to answer to our people on this call or those that will have the recording.
Yeah, Cornel, the amount of money that we pay out as commissions is actually a little bit more, because it works out, if you fill your matrix, it works out to approximately about 89%. So remember, we as founders only take that small 11%. But that small amount of money that we take goes for running the business, for running Pythonsignals. Wendy and myself, Gavin and Ejoke, who are the founders of the company, we've made our money already. And what we want to do is to help people all around the world as we bring in 1 million people into Pythonsignals over the next 5 years, to help people to make money as well. Now, we want people to make an extraordinary amount of money. Now, we sit with a product here that we don't have to ship around. It's not like a network marketing product where you buy a product and you get people to drink it or taste it, or even a skin product. This is a virtual product. It's intellectual property. Now, the other thing is also, Cornel, just that you touched on it as well. Normally, you would pay for this kind of information thousands of dollars every year. But we've decided that we want to help the crypto community. We love Africa. I grew up in Africa. I was born in South Africa. I grew up in an orphanage in South Africa. There were days that I never had food to eat. I went to school with not even having shoes on my feet. I grew up in an orphanage. I know what it is to be poor. So my heart is to help people all around the world. If you have a desire to make some money, to change your life, we are there to help. So what we decided is to make it affordable. I know that a $500 maybe all around the world, it's still a lot of money in Africa, but you've got the option to make money out of this company, and a huge amount of money as well. I hope that answers your question more or less. I'm happy to answer any more questions.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, the answer is, you know, having, listening to this history of yours, your past, and all this. I mean, we feel ourselves in your past. That's the most important thing. And I think that's the main reason why you can do what you are doing for the community today. And how do you do to, I used to tell my people that you take us in the future and bring us back to to the present. So how do you do to predict the market as you do with, I mean, with that precision?
Well, it's not that easy to do it, because many people think that we are from the future and we came back in the year 2019, which is not really the case. But it's very, very difficult, Cornel, to predict where the market is going to go in the future. Now, to do that, if you have powerful computers and a software that can analyze the data, then you can do it. So years ago, I worked in the oil and gas industry, and I still do work for major oil and gas companies. The companies that I do work for are BP, Shell, Woodside, Halliburton, Schlumberger. You name the largest oil and gas companies, I do work for them. So while I was working for these companies, I developed an algorithm. An algorithm is basically a computerized set of rules. So what I did is I imported all the data of Bitcoin for the last 10 years. And in that data, I looked at patterns, cycles. I looked at when and how did Bitcoin move and when did it drop? How long did it take? So I looked at all these cycles and patterns, and my algorithm picked up 17 different distinct patterns that repeat themselves over and over. Now, with a mathematical equation that I found by accident, I worked out the price jump, what Bitcoin will do in the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks. I even can tell you, and I'll tell your people today on the call, that next year, sometime, we are going to see Bitcoin at $90,000. It could happen very, very quickly. And it could happen between May, remember May next year, June, July, August, September, October. In that 6-month period is where Bitcoin is going to be $90,000 according to our algorithm data. But it doesn't stop there. It goes a lot higher. So Cornel, this is what we see in our data. Like for example, you will see that about 2 weeks ago, we predicted that the market will catapult. And I know that you know what a catapult is. Catapult means that it will simply just spike upwards. And we were the only people in the world that called that. And that is the information that I give to you and to your members. Now, if you have that data in your hands and you know what the future is going to do, you can make a lot of money. Like, for example, what's going to happen next, Cornel, is that Litecoin is going to go to $100 plus. But Bitcoin is also going to go up. All coins are going to rise. We may have a bit of a flash drop now, just a quick flash drop over a period of a few days. But Cornel, in the next week, we're going to see big gains. Your portfolio, that is approximately, if you have a $10,000 portfolio, it will double in value. So this is the information that we bring to our members all around the world. If you can double your portfolio, you've already paid for your entire subscription at Pythonsignals over and over again. And it's not going to stop there, Cornel. I've got big surprises coming for everybody all around the world. I share them with Ejoke and Gavin, and you will see that the members, there's big money that we are going to make. Basically what we do, I take the data that Wall Street has. Remember Wall Street? You know, the bankers, they don't want to give us this data. So I take that data, we've got access to it, and I give that and distribute that between people, the people like you and me, the blue collar worker, you know? So that's in short how we do it without giving too much information away.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Marius. There is a last question I'll ask before you you share your screen with us to show us, I mean, what you are having on your algorithm data for now. I will ask, if I may ask this last question, because sometimes when I talk to people about Pythonsignals, they used to tell me the product is good, but the name for them is a problem because they are Christian and Python is not a good thing and all this stuff. So if I may ask, how did you go to the name of the product Pythonsignals?
Yeah, that's a good question. Now, remember that Microsoft, when they built Microsoft and designed the coding of Microsoft, at this moment today, they would use a program called C++. So, Cornel, that's software, you know, you understand that. Now, there's a software which is called Python. It's a very strong, credible software. You use that software to write algorithm coding. So the name Python comes from the software that I used to write the software. Now, now remember this, I'm a Christian as well. I believe in God. There are many people all around the world in Pythonsignals that are from different faiths, whether they're Muslim, Hindu, whatever. We look beyond that and we look at making money. But just remember that God, the creator, he created the Python as well. He created the snakes as well. So we've got control and power over those snakes. But I will tell you this, that that Ejoke already spoke to me, and we will look at changing the name to something that's a little bit better. So we will look at that.
But if it's just I mean, the name that you got from something existing that has nothing to do with a snake, I think for me it's okay. But but I mean, for me, I understood long time back, but just that some people have been asking this question, and I said, let me ask you the question as we are having this opportunity. So, guys, if you have any question, you can send it in the chat box so that we will ask to Marius. Or Marius, from now on, I think you can take you can take us to your computer and share something with us. Guys, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, or you just send your question in the text box.
Can you see my screen, Wendy? Okay.
We can.
Yeah. We can see
well, okay, let's have a look. I may show you quickly. How about I show you what is the high point for Litecoin?
Yeah, go ahead. It's good.
Okay. on my screen, what I have here is Litecoin. Now, I'm here on the 30-minute. Now, you'll see that with Litecoin short term, is that we most likely are going to go slightly upwards, and that could be the high, but we are going to have a flash drop, and then Litecoin will spike upwards. But let me have a look and see if I can show you what the high point is for Litecoin. Let me just change this to a day chart. I'm going to zoom out. See this blue line here, Cornel? That is the algorithm high point. I'm going to follow that line. I'm going to follow that line upwards. Okay. And I was just looking at that today and said, well, how high will Litecoin go? And we look at $1,494, most likely year after July next year.
Wow.
So there you go. You look at about $1,500 for Litecoin. As I say, into next year, at least we should hit that before October next year. But it will go higher. It will definitely go higher. Now, let me think about something else. Sorry, I didn't realize I'm going to share my screen here. But
it's okay.
but the way, the way that we do our algorithm data, there's a lot of things here. You can see, for example, that we use these indicators.
Yeah.
See this indicator here, which is our 2B algorithm. The MAE stands for mathematical algorithm equation. And then we've got this one here, which is a Python y-axis. Now remember the Python comes from the software Python. It's a very strong software. That is what we use to build the software that we use. Now we will change that name as well. If we change our name, we will change that as well. Then we use this one. Now you are going to see what's going to happen with Litecoin. Now remember this, Cornel, remember weeks ago or months ago, I predicted that we're going to come down to $50 in Litecoin.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, nobody else in the world has ever done that. Then I said we're going to go sideways, and then we're going to break out upwards into this level here, which is this green box here. Now, can you see here the markers now starting to go upwards here? And let me just clear my screen a little bit here. Now, this is our X2 indicator. Now, literally for the market to break out and break all these indicators, see this X2, the 3B, the Python y-axis, this purple line, the 2B or 3B, and then land in this green box is literally impossible to do. But you are going to see, and you're going to see that Litecoin is going to break all these indicators and go into that box. Nobody else in the world can predict what we have done here. And always what happens is when the market now starts going up and then everybody comes out, but we don't want to know the information when it happens. We want to know the information before it happens. And this is what we bring here at Pythonsignals. So yeah, the market is now going to go upwards here. I expect that we're probably going to go into this range here between 107 and 120. So your listeners that are on the call today, if they buy, for example, Litecoin, now at $60, you can literally almost double your money. Over to you, Cornel.
Okay, thanks so much, Marius. Thanks, really. I think from now on, we are just waiting for your questions, guys. I'm done with a couple of questions that I prepared. So you can unmute yourself and ask your question. I hope you are not intimidated by Marius having such a huge personality on a call. I hope you are not intimidated. So just feel free, unmute yourself, ask your question, or if you cannot do it, just send a chat, send your question in the chat. I will read it for Marius, or Wendy will just assist us for that.
Hello, Mr. Cornel.
Yeah.
Yes, please don't forget, I have so many new people on call today. It's going to be the first time to come on the platform and hear us talk about Bitcoins. Please, you will have to maybe just explain to them what we are trying to do here, so maybe they don't get scared. I'm happy Wendy is there, Marius is there. We are so fortunate to have them on call today, and we don't want to miss this opportunity. I have so many people on call today.
Okay.
So please don't forget that.
Okay, thanks so much, Conrad. Wendy, can you do us a favor? You do a kind of presentation of the opportunity Python signal?
Sure, I can do that. Actually, are you done with Marius? Because Marius will leave if you don't have any more questions.
Okay, let me answer to people speaking French. You don't forget, we have French speakers here. Donc, les gars, j'ai posé des questions à Marius et j'espère que les questions que j'avais préparées, j'ai fini avec. Donc, si vous avez d'autres questions, parce que Marius ne sera pas là toute la soirée, bon, toute la matinée avec nous, si vous avez des questions qui lui sont adressées, vous pouvez les poser soit en ouvrant votre micro pour poser directement, je traduirai si vous le comprenez. Si vous ne pouvez pas le faire en anglais, ou alors vous écrivez dans la partie réservée aux conversations et je me ferai le plaisir de la lui transmettre votre question. Marius, there is someone asking this question. What mining is all about? Mining cryptocurrencies. It's a question from $1 million, one of the a very active member from Nigeria. Oh, we can see a founder, Ejoke with us.
Ejoke is here, yes.
Thanks so much, Lee. Thanks so much.
Hi,
very good morning to you.
Hi, Marius. Hi, Wendy. Hi,
hello,
everybody.
Welcome. Thank you for joining, Ejoke.
Hello, Ejoke.
Marius, I'm just seeing you after many years. Well, great job you're doing, brother. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's quickly have a look at mining.
If you can just mute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So mining
is when somebody buys a specific, very strong computer with software attached to it. And then what you do, you mine cryptocurrencies, either Bitcoin, Litecoin, or any other coin. You mine it digital with your computer. It's kind of like playing a game on a computer where you have to put puzzles together. And each block in mining works exactly like a puzzle. Once this puzzle is completed, it gives you a block, and that block will consist of a specific crypto, either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of these specific cryptos that you mine. And then you own that cryptocurrency that you mined. But these days it's become very expensive. Your computers are very expensive. The electricity that you use is very expensive. Software that you need to buy becomes very expensive these days. And then you compete with China, where they set up 1,000 computers and keep mining. So it becomes very uneconomical. But now one of the other problems, Cornel, is that these big companies that are doing the mining are telling people around the world, invest with us and we will give you your money back because we'll make profit. So be very careful, and I would probably suggest never ever give your money to any mining company anywhere in the world, and never ever give it to China as well. In my opinion, Ejoke, and you can ask Ejoke that as well, but I would probably recommend to stay away from mining. You will make more money here in Pythonsignals if you trade your own money. Because remember now, Cornel, what I'm saying here on my screen here, you will be able to double your money from now. If you invest $1,000, you can most likely make $2,000. If you give $1,000 to a mining company, they'll probably give you $20 back. So be careful, guys. Just be smart about this, you know, all around the world. We here at Pythonsignals, we want to teach and train you how to make money, not to give your money away. And if you work with us over a period of time, we're going to show you where the big money lies. For example, Cornel, if you think that this big spike is huge, it's not the big spike. You know this movie that you got, Mini-Me? Can you remember Mini-Me, the guy who had a little dwarf with him? Let's call this a little Mini-Me spike. It's a little one. There's a big one coming that will give you over 1,000% gains. You can't make that money up anywhere. This is why I say you're in good hands with Ejoke and Wendy. Hang around, stick around, be patient, and you're going to make insane money. Now, what is happening here, you can see here on my screen, see that heart there.
Yeah.
But Litecoin is at this moment making a heartbeat. When we spike up, if we break all these indicators and we land in this box there, see, the heartbeat is complete. And that will be confirmation that we are going to see 1,000% gains over the next 12 months. So Cornel, with regard to the mining, maybe Ejoke can explain that again, but I would definitely recommend that you stay away from mining. If you want to set up your own mining rig, yes, that's okay. You buy a computer, get the software, you mine certain cryptos. You can't mine Bitcoin, that's too difficult, but you can mine certain other coins. Over to you, Cornel.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for this answer, Marius. And I myself, I invested in a company, but I can't name the company here that was selling. They called power nodes. I bought some power nodes, and from a day to another, the company just shut down without saying anything, and yeah, everything was off. So guys, I can see here another question from Funu. I'm more concerned about preventing Ucoin from dropping. Is it any way to prevent a coin from dropping, Marius?
You mean if a coin starts dropping, you can't really stop that, you know. The thing is this, what you need to do is to plug into our system. We will show you what are the top coins that you need to hold. There are certain coins that you really need to stay away from. Now remember, Cornel, we recommend 5 top coins, which are the top 5 coins. In my opinion, stick with the top 5 coins. Because remember this, there's a lot, the world is big. Africa is huge. Okay, now there's 7 billion people on planet Earth. Every single person around the world can create his own cryptocurrency. You wouldn't even know who it is. Somebody can come out and call a coin a stone coin, or the sun coin, or the moon coin. If that coin does not have a workable project, you mustn't invest in that coin. Stick with coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, for example. We've got top 5 coins that we recommend. Neil?
Yeah, thanks so much, Marius. And about coins that are not in the top 5, you remember when I newly joined Pythonsignals, Marius, I sent you a message. I bought a coin that was in a pre-sale. I invested $1,000 in a coin. And when the coin got into the market in almost 24 hours, the coins dropped to, I mean, the coin lost 97.5%. So my $1,000 invested were value at that moment $24 exactly. Wow. So guys, you should be very careful. When I stick with Pythonsignals, I know why. I've been involved in cryptocurrencies for quite some time now. And believe me, informations we are having here are worthless. Because for my history, Marius, I joined first of all as a lifetime member.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't involved in this marketing side. Just a few, I mean, a month ago or something like 6 weeks ago, Ejoke and Wendy told me that I could make good money on that side. That's where I created a second account. But guys, believe me, informations we are having here, people are ready to pay thousands of dollars to have it. Believe me. So if we don't have another question, I can let Ejoke say something to our people. I know you are very busy also.
I think, Cornel, I just need to go, but I can come back if I need to. But I think it's probably important just for the new people that we just show the presentation to people to tell them what Pythonsignals is about.
Sure,
okay.
Sure. Thanks so much for your time.
But thank you for
Marius.
getting me online. I just need to jump up on another call, and if you need me, I will come back. Wendy will let me know. Thank you very much to you and everybody online. Appreciate that.
Thanks so much, Marius. Yes, Ejoke, you will tell us something, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, Marius, for that. Thank you, Cornel, for making this happen. Few weeks since he had I can't go further without giving a big shout out to my number one assistant. Like, she's really super amazing. The international PR of Pythonsignals International Global, Wendy Landman, the wife to our chief data analyst. Wendy, thank you very much for all you do. You've been so very helpful, and you're phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and we're gonna have
25 hours clock.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. We just clocked that out. Now we're doing some really amazing things right now. I'm right now in the city of Nairobi, somewhere in East Africa, in Kenya to be precise. And in the past 12 days, I mean, the city is yet to recover from what we've come here to show them. Making money has never been this simple, it has never been this generous, and it has never been this fast. So we have the unequal privilege to have international PRO to show us exactly in a few minutes how you only need to work for a maximum, and when I mean a maximum of 30 days. I know for a fact you already know how to work for 30 years. I know you're used to that system. We're bringing you right now to the future of work. The future of work is work for a maximum of 30 days. So she's going to show you how we're just plugging into a system that allows you to work for a maximum of 30 days. You can have a minimum income. And when we say minimum, we mean minimum. A minimum of $300,000 US in 18 months or less. So without wasting much time, Wendy, I know you're set, always looking bright and sharp. So over to you, Wendy. It's good morning from my side.
Good morning, Ejoke. Thank you so much for being on the call, and thank you, Marius, as well. But Ejoke has put together these founders have put together an incredible presentation, a product for us. The product basically sells itself. That's what's really unique about our business. But I'll go into the presentation and show everybody what we're doing. Let me, hold on, let me share my screen. That would help. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen, Wendy.
Awesome. All right, let's get started. I'll explain to you what Pythonsignals is to begin with. Pythonsignals is actually a referral marketing business opportunity, which uses a revenue share plan, and it pays commissions daily in Bitcoin for anybody who refers the product. So basically, Pythonsignals came about because of the product that we have that actually shows it's the trend and forecast report for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So this particular product we've been working with for years now, and it was so accurate and so good that people have learned how to farm coins, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But this particular product, people just loved it, and they wanted to refer it. So we came up with Pythonsignals as a business that does not work like an MLM. It's not a network marketing business. It's a business that actually uses a revenue share plan. And we're going to go into that and show you how it's different, because we do get a lot of questions about that. But because we pay out so much in commissions, and the product just sells itself, it's just really, really great. So what you want to come in and do is you want to come in and be a referral affiliate with our product. And you earn Bitcoin profits when you do this. And as a marketing affiliate, you also get all of the information. And we're going to go into that now. So what is Pythonsignals? What is our product? The product is a subscription to digital goods. This is wonderful because you don't have to mail anything out. You don't have to buy products and stockpile them. It's like a subscription to this incredible trend and forecast report. So with it, you get the blog post reports that come out sometimes daily, if not several in a week. You get all of the reports and updates on what the cryptocurrency is doing. Marius and his team work round the clock. He's got international team members that actually give information. And when a coin is taking a path that's different or the trend is changing, you get the update right away. So this helps you with your investing in your coins to know what to do with them. You also get an incredible bonus. You get a weekly webinar with Marius or one of his team members. Mostly Marius does them. But what happens is he goes over the reports. So this is really, really good for people who are new to Bitcoin and they don't understand how to read the charts and what they're saying, so that it's explained to you every single week what's happening with the coins. He goes over the top coins and the path, so you know what's going on in the next week, so you can make those decisions on how to invest in your coins. So you get that. It's included in your subscription. We don't charge extra for that. So this is really, really good. So this is a way that you can get the top, our top chief crypto analyst without having to pay hourly rates for him. And he's there to answer questions. So he goes live and he gives you the report, and then he answers the questions that you might have. You also get, Pythonsignals has put together an incredible opportunity with training videos now. This came out this year. They've given you a lot of free videos that you can get in your dashboard that teaches you as much as you really want to know about crypto. It teaches you trading view, trading strategies, and there's a lot of free videos. There's one in there that I put in there on how to farm for coins. And everybody needs to understand farming coins, and I give it to you in about 15 minutes. You also get a dashboard portal. Now, a lot of MLMs or marketing companies actually charge you extra monthly to host your dashboard portal, but not Pythonsignals. They actually give it to you free. It comes with your subscription. It keeps it keeps track of all. Hold on. I'm gonna mute. Sorry. Let's make sure I muted everybody. Okay. Sorry about that. So with the dashboard portal, and a lot of people don't know how good the dashboard portal is, but it keeps track of all your accounting. It keeps track of all of your affiliates. It keeps track of all of your payouts, all of the commissions that you earn. It's actually very, very incredible. So let's go to the next slide. The founders. Everybody should know who the three founders are. Gavin Victor is the Director of Business Operations. We have our awesome marketing director of marketing, that's Ejoke. He is actually a founder who is actually hands-on. He actually travels with some of our affiliates who are really serious-minded working this business. And he's actually right now in Kenya, launching Kenya. And they're moving to different areas all over Africa, and we're launching different countries right now. But he actually travels and he works. He's hands-on. He's not building the business, but he's actually doing the marketing and helping us build our business. So who owns and operates Pythonsignals? These three founders actually operate Pythonsignals, but they want you to know that as a community that you own it. The people of Pythonsignals own it. We also have Marius, Landman, who you had the privilege to meet today. That's our chief analyst and trader, who actually explains all of the reports that the team puts together for you. How does he trade, or how do we trade? A lot of people ask this question. We get a top 40 crypto report. This is an extra bonus. People pay large money for products like this, but he actually goes over the top 40 cryptos and what the percentages are in these coins so that you can make an investment on these 40 top coins. And that gets updated periodically, and that's in your back office as well. But this is the analysis, the method that they use in the percentages on how they decide. But we have an undisclosed amount that's 9%, as you can see on there. Market capability, market sentimentality, market conditions. So a lot of the stuff is proprietary data that we get that nobody else gets and that nobody else will have except for us. But this is what they go by, along with an algorithm pattern that we actually put the data against so we can predict the trend and which way it's going. This is a slide that I put together to help people understand about Bitcoin, because the big question is, if you're not familiar with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, is it a good investment? So we put together this slide that on September 26th, as you can see, in 2010, Bitcoin started off at 6 cents. And today it's up somewhere around $8,000 or $9,000. But every year on this particular date, Bitcoin has been in a bullish market. It's going up. It's not going down. In 2019, in January, if you bought one Bitcoin, it was $3,100. Most people could probably afford to buy that, or at least get a small loan and could be owning a Bitcoin today. What happened was in July, Bitcoin went up to 13,000. It hit a high this year of 13,000. And if you would have had one Bitcoin, you would have made a $10,000 profit already. And that's pretty good in about 6 months' time. So when people ask me, is it a good investment? It has made Marius and I debt-free in the last 3 years. So yes, we believe cryptocurrency is a very good investment. Today, when I made the slide, Bitcoin was at about $8,100. So the prices do go up and down, and people they get all, worried about Bitcoin. Is it going to drop? Is it going to go all the way to zero? We don't ever see that happening. We see it going skyrocketing. So prices go up and down, but we take advantage of these down cycles and these downtrends to farm coins, and we're going to get into that in a minute. Here's a few quick Bitcoin facts. Bitcoin began only in 2008. It's not that old. It was released in 2009. So it's only about 10 years old, but it has survived 10 years already. So it's not something that we believe is going away. The value of Bitcoin is held because it's limited. The limited supply, there's 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be ever done. It cannot be more. It's capped out. That's what gives it its value. It's the supply and demand. So the demand is higher today, and as the demand goes up and people start buying Bitcoin, we're running out of it, and people are buying it up, and then it will even increase in more value. Today, 85% of all the Bitcoins have been issued, and there's only about 3 million left to be mined. At today's price, somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000, you need 122 Bitcoins to be a millionaire. When Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, you're only going to need 10, and you'll be a millionaire. Now, 10 Bitcoins today would be about $81,000. But if you bought 10 Bitcoins in January of this year when it was 3,100, it would have been $31,000. $31,000 could very easily make you a millionaire. And that's a big jump from $31,000. Okay, so what is our community advantage? With our product, our community advantage is Marius Landman and his team. They put together this incredible product. And I put the link up here so anybody can go up here and see Marius Landman in his bio. He has an extensive bio. I've never seen anybody's resume that's as extensive as this man. And I'm not just saying that because he's my husband. I've seen his resume. But he's got 30 years of combined works in complex system auditing, global trend, and algorithm forecast modeling. He's one of the top auditors here in Australia. He actually is licensed to do audits for the Coordinator General, which is one of the very few people that can do that. And he has accreditation very, very, very high up in all different kinds of algorithm forecasting. And he's worked for a lot of these big companies. Almost every big oil and gas company that you know of, they have hired Marius, and Marius has worked with them. They know him very well. and he has a very, very good high reputation. In Bitcoin, he was the first to call the high at 19,500 in December of 2017. This was a very critical time in the market. And he was actually the first to call the low at 6,500 in March of 2018. So his track record is pretty good. Nobody's 100%, but he's pretty darn good, along with his team. And they work around the clock making sure that they are as accurate as they possibly can be. He has plenty of investors and clients. He has a well-known billionaire, several millionaires around the world, several big banks, prominent oil and gas CEOs invest with Marius, and he's backed by Pinnacle Investments. So he is the real deal. He's not a scammer. He's you know, he's got the accreditation. Check him out. Do your research. Here's an example of our product. I've put this in here. This is my sweet husband, Marius, and when you get your dashboard, this will be your picture, whatever picture you would like to have. Right here, this is the money that you make. The commissions will be in your payout wallet, and they will be here. Anytime you have more than $50, as long as you have 2 active referrals, you can cash it out. And we actually had an email sent out to everybody in Pythonsignals, all the affiliates, by our CEO, Gavin, who actually told everybody, please take your money. It's not doing any good sitting in Pythonsignals. Now, what company tells you to take your money out? That they don't want to hold it for you. But it's not doing any good sitting in here. You want it working in the Bitcoin market for you. Now, this is a really cool button. I don't have it live to show you, but this button here, if you go into select language, it turns into any number of many languages. French is one of them. So your entire dashboard will turn into French at a drop of a button, along with the reports, which is pretty incredible. And that comes free. You don't pay for that. So this is really, really a great tool to use. So if you've got somebody in Germany that you want to sell to, they can do it too, and they can do German. We've got Afrikaans, we've got all kind of Zulu, Xhosa. You've got all kind of languages here as well as English. But for me, we're going to keep it in English right now. But this is what the report actually looks like. So you can see different coins here. Just an example of the product that you get. This is part of one of the products that we get. As you can see, they give you detail on the algorithm data. I put a bullseye here because we blacked out some of this because it's proprietary data for our people. And you can just see that he's telling you right here in the report that I am 100% invested in the following altcoins. And then he gives them to you. He gives you 10 of them right here. And he tells you when we're going to hit certain targets, what the percentages are, what coins that he recommends. We don't give financial advice, but we do tell you what we're doing and what we're investing in, and we've made a lot of money. So we give you that, but we expect you to do your own research and make your own decisions on your investments. Okay, and as you can see, I left number 10 in here. Less than 0.5% of our finances are in cash. Okay, let me go down here. Okay, so this is a basic, and then you'll get the charts here that have the highs and the lows on them. Okay, I'm going to go over farming coins in 8 sentences. And this is something that you really, really need to get your head around, because you need to get your head off of what did I pay for the coin? Because you could have bought the coin at a high and you could have bought the low. You could have been fortunate enough to buy it at the low, but it doesn't really matter what you paid for the coin. It matters how many coins you have. So I'm going to tell you how we're doing and what our product is good at showing you how to make more money than just buying crypto and holding it. So in January, when Bitcoin was around 3,000, we told you that we were buying in. This was your key to know what we were doing. So if you were to buy 1 Bitcoin in January at $3,000, then you were in good shape. Now, you held on to that until we told you to sell when we were at the high. So let's just say in July, we told you that Bitcoin was going to be we were at the high at around 13,000. So now is the time that you needed to take your profit and get out of the market. So we told you that we were selling. That was your key, to sell and move into a stable coin. And we recommend True USD, but there are other ones. So you hold your value, and now you're sitting pretty and you're really, really happy because you've just preserved, you just made $10,000 profit and you're sitting on it in a stable coin while the market starts dropping. So while everybody else is in fear and panic mode, thinking, oh my goodness, I'm losing money. And then, you know, Marius says it's going to go down to about $3,000 and I'm going to lose my $10,000 profit. Well, you're not there. You've already put it in stablecoin and you're happy because you're not stressing. So now you wait patiently, and now all of a sudden the trend changes. And let's just say in October, we're here at 8,000, and now Marius tells you in the reports that, hey, we've just hit the low. The trend has changed, and now it's going to go back up. So we are buying now. We're buying. So now what you do is you take this $13,000 that you have sitting in stablecoin, and you start buying back. And you buy back $13,000 worth of Bitcoin because it's going to go back up now. We've hit the low. So what just happened? You just bought 1.65 of a Bitcoin. So instead of sitting on your one Bitcoin, you just now farmed more than half of a Bitcoin, and it didn't cost you any more money. So what does this mean to me? Well, when Bitcoin goes up to the next level, which is 20,000, when Marius tells you that we're going to go to 20,000, you have 1.65 of a Bitcoin that you purchased. Now, if you didn't farm for coins and you had one Bitcoin at 3,000, you're still going to be in profit when we get to 20,000. You're going to have $17,000 worth of profit. However, if you farmed for coins and did what our reports tell you, then when Bitcoin goes to 20,000, your 1.65 Bitcoin, you now have $33,000 and your profit is 30,000. So this is what we show you how to do with our product. And this is why our product is so incredible, is because we tell you the highs and the lows. So 30,000 minus 17,000 by just holding, farming versus holding, you just earn $13,000 more. So that's the power of farming coins. This is our product. I know the screen's a little bit fuzzy, but this is actually our cost that Marius and his team, this is our track record that we actually show you. When we called this high, we called this high, we called this high, and we called this high, so that you could farm coins each and every time. Now, this is a very critical slide here, because you see this December 15th, 2017. This is when everybody that was in Bitcoin before really got out of Bitcoin or lost a lot of money. Because as you can see, between December 2017 and December 18, the entire year would have been what most people said was a bearish market. It was a downtrend. However, because we knew the highs and the lows, even in a bearish downtrend market going like this, we were able to make 518% profit in a down market. And how did we do that? Because we got out here and we saved our profit. We bought back here. We sold here. We bought back. We sold. We bought. We sold. And we did this all the way through this year. Now this is where we're at today, and we're getting ready to spike up and go this way. Okay. This I put in here is the cycle of the market emojis. And if you don't know what's going on in crypto and you're just trying to invest and you're trying to do the best you can, you start stressing. This is what happens. This is with most people. They go from being happy on the high all the way down to denial, fear, panic, and then they get very angry when they feel like they've lost all their money and they've made a bad mistake by getting into crypto. However, this right here is where we are happiest, because we're farming coins. This is your maximum point of financial opportunity. And everybody that when we get to these little dips, we're buying coins. We're buying. We're not unhappy. We're actually happy. And then we're waiting for the spikes again because we're actually making money. So this is the power up presentation that we're going to do. Now, this is what Pythonsignals and what Corneille has invited you to, is the marketing end of our opportunity of coming into Pythonsignals, not just to get that report. The part of Pythonsignals that I just showed you is for anybody. That's for the customer too. The customer that just wants to come in and make money on crypto, we teach you how to do that by farming coins. However, if you're coming in as an affiliate and you want to make some serious money, we're going to show you how to do that with $500. So could $500 change your life forever? Absolutely. It can change your life a lot. In only 30 days, this is the unique way that we do our business. Unlike any MLM or other network marketing business you've ever seen, it only takes 30 days to work it seriously. You need to be serious minded. You get 100% support. We give you all kinds of presentations. We do them for you, and we actually even have them recorded. $500 subscription. You make that money back well in advance of 3 months. It's almost to say most people are making it back in a couple weeks. It just depends on how intentional and how serious you are. But we also produce a continuous income flow year after year after year. But there are no hidden costs in our business. You have a one-time pay-in of $500 subscription. This gives you the product that we just went over, the webinars, all inclusive for a whole year. You don't have to buy again for a whole nother year. But we are actually the fastest growing Bitcoin subscription-based community in the world at this time. And we're growing rapidly. The big question is, are you willing to work and take this business seriously for 30 days to earn a minimum? And I do mean minimum of $300,000 in 18 months. Now, I know that seems like a lot of money, and it's pretty much enough to get anybody probably on this call to stay at home, or your wife to stay at home, or your spouse. But $300,000 is very, very doable, if not a whole lot more in 18 months if you take this job seriously. What we do is we give you the 4 revenue share plan payouts. And this is how we do it. Like Marius said, this is more like 89% because we now have the founders actually increased the money that you get with the White Star. We didn't even have that before, but now they've given you more money with the White Star payout. So they give you all that, and they don't take salaries. The 3 of them split what's left after operating costs, and after all of the payouts go to all of the affiliates. So this is how we do it. You want to focus on being a rising star. This is your goal, to be a rising star. When you get to be a rising star, you get $100 USD Bitcoin. You get that paid to you. Your White Star payout, you're going to get one of 2 White Star payouts. You're either going to get the $20 or you're going to get the $5. It depends on how serious you are. Okay. Most people get the $20 because they do it intentionally and they can do it within 30 days. If you become rising star after 30 days, you go to $5. It's just extra money. It's not the meat and potatoes. This is just an extra bonus, but it can mean a lot of money. But we want people in this business that really want to take it seriously and work it in 30 days. You get a level payout bonus. This is in addition to your direct referral bonus, but you get paid on 18 levels. That's how we pay, and we pay in a double, kind of like a binary type payment plan, but you don't have to work both legs. It's just really incredible. In an MLM, you have to work both legs and you have to get paid on the shorter leg. We don't do that. You get paid on whoever comes in your system, however you build it. And the direct referral payout is either 10 or 15%, depending on whether you buy a Galaxy or a Lifetime. And those are your choices with working this business. If you want to come in as a customer, you can get a lesser package and just go with a 3-month or 6-month. But if you're going to come in and seriously work the Power Up business, you have to have a Galaxy. I'm going to show you how it works really quick. In 30 days, you bring in 2 serious-minded people who want to see this big money, and they bring in 2, and you're done. That's how easy it is. So let's just say this is you, and this is your first friend and your second friend. We'll call them Bob and Mike. Okay, so here's Bob and here's Mike, and they want to make the money too. They really want to make this money. So Bob and Mike say, we're in, we got $500, let's go. They come in. What happens? You get a direct bonus because they're your 2 direct referrals. This is what you need to do the business. You get $50 for each of them. You also get the level bonus because they're on your first level. You get $25 for each of them. So when Bob and Mike come in, you just made $150 back. So now your risk is only $350. Bingo. Okay, Mike and Bob, they go to town. They say, this is incredible. You've already seen $150 and you've shown it to Mike and Bob, and they're all excited. They want to see their $150. So they get busy, and then they bring in their 2. Mike's 2 and Bob's 2. They come in. What just happened? You just made Rising Star. People, this is what a rising star looks like. It's not hard. Okay. Bob and Mike bring in their 2 people. You just made Rising Star. If you can't do that in 30 days, you're not intentional. That's all. Most people are doing it their first day. I mean, not most people. I'm going to say some people do it in a couple days or their first week, but pretty much by 2 weeks. You pretty much can go out and sell this very, very easily. So you've done this. You're now a Rising Star. Bingo. You just qualified for your $20 White Star bonus. What does that mean? That means everybody in your downline at Mike and Bob, everybody underneath, every time you get a Rising Star, you will get a $20 bonus payment. Bingo, just like that. You just made another $100 back because you made Rising Star. Bingo. How much money do you have out of pocket now? You're almost there. Now what happens is Mike and Bob go to town in their 30 days, and they've already got these 2 in, and they're now a Rising Star. They brought their 2. Their 2 brought 2, so now Mike and Bob are both Rising Stars. What just happened? You just made a $60 level bonus payment on these 8 people that just came in because they're on your level 3. Okay? Now, you made $195 here from this Rising Star. You made $195 over here. You just made your Galaxy payment back. It goes that fast, people. You know, but we give you even more time than that to still get you to the big money. But most people are doing this very, very intentionally and fast. And then it just carries on from there. Then these people, they're wanting to make their Rising Stars, and they're done. You are done working the business. You do not have to work it anymore because it just takes off from there. If you're 2 intentional people, make sure that they're 2 intentional people, get 2 intentional people, it goes. Okay. This really, really works. And then you don't have to even work it anymore. You can continue to direct refer and put in more people, and then spillover happens and you're helping your team make more money, but it's not required. It's just whether you want to or not. So here's the money that you're going to make. I just showed you you're going to get your direct bonus, your Rising Star bonus. Here you get your direct level, your $50 for each of the 2 people that came in, and the level bonus, the $25. So you get your $150 back, you get your Rising Star payment, you get your level bonus here, 180. Now when your 2 Rising Stars, when you make your Rising Star, your 2, you get their $20 for each Mike and Bob. It's another $40, and you get the level bonus for 120. So you've now made your $500 subscription back. Very easy. We give you 3 months to do that in. Okay, this is a monthly plan here. So you're expected to bring your 2 people in the first month, okay, and their 2 people, and you make Rising Star, okay. Now, on month number 4, your 2 people get their 2 people, and it just starts going from there. So as you can see, these are monthly earnings. These are not yearly earnings, monthly. Okay, $480, $960. We've got down here $10,000, $10,000. Okay, at month 9. There are people making this in 10 weeks. Okay, it goes as fast as you are intentional, but this doesn't have to be 9 months from now. It can be 9 weeks from now. Okay, just so you understand the big picture. Here's your White Star bonus. It can add up to an extra $1 million for you. The level bonuses are about $2 million. You're looking at monthly earnings. Monthly earnings, people, in the millions. Okay, and we showed you 300,000 because that's a minimum, and you can see why. Because as you get to 18 levels, when you get to these big numbers and all these people start coming in, Bitcoin's going crazy because Bitcoin's going up because we got a lot of people buying Bitcoin and we're paying a lot of Bitcoin out. So as you can see, Bitcoin's going to start really, really flying because there's a lot of people in Pythonsignals that are going to be making millions. We're making millionaires. Okay, so here's the 18-month roadmap that we give in the presentation, and this is why. It's because we show the level percentage bonuses that you get. This is what you get paid out on whatever level that they are in your business. We'll go over that. Here are 3 examples. So some people like to don't like to show their paychecks, and they don't really like to do that in the business. We're open and honest here. We like to show it. So we have no problem showing that it works. We launched this Power Up program in August with Abuja, Africa, and we experimented with it to see if it would work. And these are people, August 8th, they brought in 2 to 3 people, and they cashed out $7,700. This $7,000 here. We've got August 30th. They had 2 people in 5 weeks' time, $7,300. We've got August 3rd, 6,773, and we've got bigger numbers than that now. This slide was taken about 4 weeks ago. So it really needs to be updated. But here was just 3 examples of people that intentionally worked the business, the 2x2, 5 and 6 weeks, and they were cashing out well over $5,000. We're talking close to 8,000. So those are real live examples. We've got testimonies. We've got lots of testimonies all over our website, hundreds of them on how people are making money with the product. Marius Adams said, I've never seen a program that's so accurate in predicting crypto prices. F. Criel in June said, after initial skepticism, I bought in. Buying just 6 recommended coins, my initial capital grew by 50%, over 50%. They're still in shock. Okay. B. Gauss said he was very skeptical at first about the way Pythonsignals was able to give the trading information. However, he goes on to say that I made 63.39% gains in his first 2 months with the report being part of Pythonsignals. P. Griffith said that he really liked the way Marius shares his own action plans and portfolio strategies, so it gives him a lot more confidence in how he's doing his business. So how do I join Pythonsignals? How do I get in? Get with the person who gave you this presentation. For this particular presentation, if you came on from Cornell, get with him. He will show you. You have to have a sponsor to come into Pythonsignals or you can't come in. Cornell will show you how to come in. If you don't have a sponsor and you just happen to just potluck it onto my call or onto Cornell's call because you're on the dashboard, somebody who told you about it, go back to that person or email at pythonsignals7@gmail.com and we'll find you a sponsor. Okay, that is our presentation. I wanted to show you one other. Oh, this was an updated chart that I had the other day. August 7th, 3 paid referrals, $10,964. Okay, so that was an August 7th one. So I added that slide. So that is the presentation for Pythonsignals. We have an updated presentation, but I don't have my slides updated, so you got the old one. So let me finish and unshare and stop sharing, then I'll turn it over to Cornell. Hopefully everybody got that. Let me unmute.
Oh, thanks so much. Wonderful presentation, Wendy. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no worries. I talk kind of fast, so I hope everybody got it, especially those who speak French, and hopefully they understood it.
No, I think as I told them, we'll take time to translate in French for them. So, because if I want to translate now, that will take a lot of time, you know.
Yes.
So we'll do that later. For those that have been able to get what Wendy was saying, you are free to unmute yourself and ask your question, or just send your question in the text box. I'll gladly read it for Wendy. I think she can read it also. So
sure, I can read it.
Yeah.
As long as it's English.
Yeah, sure. In French, I'll read and translate for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Donc, comme je l'ai dit tantôt, hein, si je me mets à résumer ou à traduire en français, ça sera très, très, très long. Vous savez, avec la présence de Marius, avec la présence de Ejoke, on a pris certainement beaucoup plus de temps. Donc, vous pouvez poser vos questions maintenant. Le principe, il est simple. Vous ouvrez votre micro, vous avez la possibilité de le faire et vous posez simplement votre question. Si elle est en français, je vais la traduire pour Wendy, ou alors si vous pouvez le faire en anglais, allez-y. I know that we have some people here speaking English that can ask their questions directly. Yeah, some people don't have a mic. I can see John. John doesn't have a mic. You can type your question. Huh? We'll just read it for Wendy.
Sure.
Again, over to you. Le micro est à qui veut le prendre. Hein? Même si vous n'avez pas de questions, vous avez des contributions, vous pouvez, elles sont les bienvenues. À défaut, on va arrêter la présentation pour ce matin. Ne l'oubliez pas, on a 2 présentations par jour désormais. Le matin, comme cette session, et le soir à 20h GMT.
Anybody have any questions? Come on, don't be shy.
I think if there is no question for now, they can send it to us later.
Sure.
So,
sure.
Yeah, we can end the presentation for now.
Yeah,
Is it okay?
Yeah, we'd love everybody to come in Pythonsignals and at least get some knowledge of Bitcoin. You're going to need it in the future. It's coming. And anybody that needs evidence or proof or whatever, you know, I left my job in November of last year because of Bitcoin. It set us to where I could stay at home. And so I went all in on Pythonsignals. And so I believe in it, and it's worked for me. It's worked for a lot of different people. We can show lots and lots of, we've got over 9,000, we're close to 10,000 people in Pythonsignals now, and we're only we're about a year and a half old. We're going on our 2nd year. And so we're established now, but we're just now launching in a lot of different countries. So now is the time to get in. It's not something that you have to be in at the top. Everybody starts at the whatever level they're at, and they just start going, and all you need is 2 referrals. So there's never been an easier business to get into that costs under $1,000. Half of that, mind you, if you're going to go into business for yourself doing anything, even if you were going to work from home and do transcription or work on your computer doing eBay or Amazon or selling or anything, you're going to spend at least $500 on computer equipment and electricity and bills and so forth. But I've never seen anything so easy with no hidden costs, no extra money that you have to keep putting in month after month. We don't charge you to come to our presentations. We don't charge you to come to our meetings. It's the easiest thing in the world, and anybody can do this. And trust me, anybody can do this. Anybody knows 2 people. So I encourage everybody to at least give it a go. There's not a lot of risk. You know, I did have somebody ask me that. What is the risk? The risk is that you're going to miss out on some serious residual income. That's the risk. You're going to miss out on an opportunity that you could be at home working and enjoying more life balance than work balance. So we've got this window of an opportunity in the cryptocurrency world to make these insane gains now for the next couple years, and then it's over. And then it'll be like working the stock market. So make these gains for yourself now, get yourself financially free, and use the product. Even if you don't want to work the affiliate business, come in and at least get the product. Okay, we'll close the meeting. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, anybody that wants to be on, we're giving these. Corneille is serious-minded about his business, and he's doing 2 presentations a day. I do presentations whenever somebody asks me, and I do them on Wednesdays. So that's tomorrow, I believe, as well. There's lots of presentations on your dashboard. So different time zones and different people are giving presentations. So everybody's helping. It's all good. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks so much, Wendy. Thanks for you guys for being here. As Wendy said, we have 2 presentations in a day. Feel free to ask your question. If you could not ask your questions now, you can ask your questions to your sponsor. So we'll be glad to answer you. Thanks so much.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I really want to thank you most especially for this opportunity. I want to say that, first of all, this request was really made by me because I am building a team here in Cameroon. So I had 10 people on board. Most came and they went back. Yes, so my question is something Mr. Ejoke had explained, but I'm asking for the benefit of my friends. Now, Pythonsignals requires us to be 2 persons.
Right.
Now, I have my 2 persons already.
Right.
and they are having their persons. Now, I want you to explain the concept where I have me plus my 2 persons, and I bring another 1 person again. That is the faster continuous income procedure.
Yes.
Just for the out for my friends.
So what you're asking me is you're already in Python. You brought in 2 friends. You brought in your 2 people, and now your 2 people need to bring in 2 people. But
Yes,
you're wanting to bring them in for them? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking. I have my 2 people, and my 2 people have their 2 people. Now,
Yep.
Now I want to bring another person again. What are the chances? Is it possible
to do it all again?
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
again.
he said, let's say he become a rising star, then he bring in a 3rd person.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, there's a couple ways to work the business. Okay, one way is you intentionally bring 2 people in, and those 2 people bring 2 people in, and that gets going. Okay, once your 2 people make rising star, you're pretty much done. Okay, it takes off from there. Now, let's just say you go out and find 5 more people. You've got 5 friends that want to come in. You can continue to direct refer. You will get the 10% bonus plus whatever level that they fall on. And when they come in, when you direct refer them using your link, they will fall in under somebody else. So they're going to get, and the commissions pay 18 levels up. So you're actually helping your team earn money when you put new people in. However, one way that one of the people in Python is building, and I'm working building with him actually. So we're actually building a big group team, just like Corneille is building for France. Okay, the way we're doing it is we're actually paying it forward. So what we're doing is, now I don't recommend this way. It just depends on how you want to do it. But when you bring in extra, let's just say you have your 2, they have 2, and they get going. Now you've got somebody down there that's struggling. They don't know 2 people. They need a helping hand. They need somebody to help kickstart them. Sometimes you might want to give that referral away to that person, okay, so that they can have their 2 and keep going, because they're still in your business. However, what you need to understand is if you do that, you're actually giving residual income away as well. So when that person goes to renew their subscription next year, you won't get that bonus, they will. Okay, but this is the way we are actually building as a group in a community, is we're helping everybody. Now we ask that person, we helped you get to be rising star. Now you still go out and work the business and you help somebody else. Your whole business continues to grow, and that helps prevent people from stalling out. Okay, you want that continuous rising star action going. And so sometimes you might have, somebody might need a helping hand and you give them your referral. However, if everybody is a worker and a network marketer of some sort and can sell, you can certainly keep adding people all day long. And then those 2 people will get 2 people and get 2 people, and you've got them going all the way down. Now, as you get closer down to like level 15 or 16 in your business, you might want to buy another position for yourself and start working it again so that you can go another 18 levels down. Okay, and you continue to produce income that way. So there's lots of different ways you can work it. I think the main key is that this is working, and it's so easy that if you just all it takes is 30 days and 2 people, 2 serious people. And I will tell you this, the one way that it doesn't work is if you buy in for your family. Okay, this is the biggest problem, is that we have people, oh, this works, this is great, I'm going to buy a spot for my son and my daughter and my mom and my dad for their retirement. Okay, now you just bought 4 spots to get them in up at the top, and you're going to start building in underneath of them. That's fine, but now you got to get 2 people for each one of those. And now your job is extra hard because you're out finding 2 for your mom, 2 for your dad, 2 for your brother, 2 for your sister, and now you're working the business like crazy because you're unless you're a really good marketer and you can bring in 10 people, you're going to stall out because you're not going to make it in 30 days. for all those people. So I don't recommend you doing that. I recommend you finding, to get your business off the ground and get it going, you want to get 2 serious-minded people that want to see that income. They have their eyes set on 300,000 next year, within the next 12 months. And they are willing to do $500 and find 2 people that are just as serious. You have to be intentional with this, and you have to do it in 30 days if you want to see that money. If you can do that, find your 2 people, get them going. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make millions. I mean, how many millions do you need? Okay, you got 3 to 5 million in Pythonsignals with 1 position. You can help all your kids. You can help your mom and dad. Okay, and after it gets going and you get down into level 15 and 16, buy another spot then. Buy one for your daughter and your son. But I would encourage you to help your son and daughter or your mom and dad work the business. You know, help them, but wait till you're in profit. This is the one thing that Marius taught me a long time ago. And this was a very hard lesson for me, because if you're a giver, and I've always been a giver, but when you're a giver, you want to give when people are in need. And there's a lot of people out there in need. So every time I turned around, somebody else needed something more than I did, or I'd be giving money here, or I'd be helping pay somebody's bills. And I was never getting ahead myself, or I might have needed the money, but somebody else needed it more. The problem was, you know, what I had to do was stop giving. I had to stop giving for a while. And it actually took about 5 years. But I was, you know, Marius was intentional with me, and he taught me a very valuable lesson. He said, quit giving to your family, quit giving to your kids, unless it was like in a major emergency. They'll figure it out. They'll find a way to do it. But get yourself in a place of abundance first. Then you can give abundantly. And this is what happened. Was Marius and I were very intentional. We cut corners. We did serious budgeting. We got down to the nitty gritty. We cut corners. I quit doing my nails. I colored my own hair. I cut my own hair. I mean, we went down to the bare bones. I mean, no coffees out. I was like 1 a month. I got $1 $5 coffee. I mean, everywhere we could cut corners, we did for 5 years till we got all of our debt under control, except for our house. And then in the last 3 years, crypto's done that. Okay. In 2017, I bought my car with crypto. I was sold on crypto when I was able to buy my car with crypto. I was like, yeah, you know, this is working. So crypto will get you there if you learn how to invest it and do it wisely. But I would encourage you that if you're not in a place of abundance and you have credit card debt and you got bills and you're a slave to your job because you got to have that paycheck, you need to get yourself out from under that. Do everything you can to pay your debt off, to pay your credit cards off. You know, that was the best thing we ever did. And get yourself where you have your money to yourself, and then start investing it in crypto. Everything you can get in crypto. Get in while it's low. There's going to come a day in the near future where you're not going to be able to afford a Bitcoin. Just like now. Look down. Okay, crypto is 9,000. Well, it's close to $10,000 for 1 Bitcoin. If you would have bought it in January of this year, you could have had 3 Bitcoins. It was $3,000. You could have had 3 Bitcoins. If you bought 3 Bitcoins today, you need 30 grand to do that. You know, and that's just in less than a year. So what's it going to be like next year when Bitcoin is 20,000? To have 3 Bitcoins, it's going to cost you 60 grand. It's going to get where you can't afford it. You know, most of our kids are going to start trading Satoshis. So if I can encourage you, when we have these lows, be encouraged and buy what you can afford, but get into crypto somehow. And even if you just get in and hold, as you can see, even if you would have bought Bitcoin at 3,000 in January and you cashed out in July, you made 10 grand. You know, there's just so many ways to make money in Bitcoin right now. It's just incredible. So I encourage everybody to at least come in, learn how to trade the trend and farm coins. You want to learn how to farm coins. That's your key. You know, I teach Bitcoin, I teach farming, free videos in the back office. Just, you know, we want to get you guys there. It's a great place to be. And now we're building water wells in Africa. We're blessed. We're blessed to be able to really be giving back in abundance. And that's where we want everybody to be. Help your families get financially debt free. Okay, my lesson's over. Goodbye.
Thanks so much, Wendy. Thanks. Yeah.
Otherwise, I could go on and on. I'll sit here and lecture everybody all day long. But it's just, you know, I'm living proof. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be where I'm at today. And I can't tell you how great Bitcoin is. It's, you know, it'll set you free. So you guys have a nice evening. Hope to see everybody tomorrow morning. I'll be up at 5 o'clock for my 6 o'clock call. I'll see you then.
Thanks so much, Wendy. Talk to you later.